Hi there, welcome to Prime Sports, and today we big conversation on GHALCA election. But before that, Ghana's sprinter and 100 meters record holder Benjamin Azamati has made a cash donation of some 10,000 Ghana cedis to the victims of the devastating fire that decimated properties at the Kantamanto market. My colleague Haruna Mubarak was there and came through with this report.
We are making sure that the adjoining building.
On the 1st of January 2025 at midnight, this unfortunate incident happened at the Kantamanto market. The fire outbreak decimated several properties, leaving hundreds of traders crestfallen and in despair. As a result, Benjamin Azamati showed his act of benevolence with financial support in an attempt to alleviate the burden of those affected.
On behalf of Benjamin Azamati, we present this cash donation to the victims of the affected fire that ravaged the Kantamanto community. So, on behalf of him, we do this donation to him. Azamati is domiciled outside the country because of his training and stuff like that, but he's always in the media looking out for, whatever is happening in Ghana. And he reached out to me yesterday about the recent fire outbreak in Kantamanto, and it was one of his wishes to, share his benevolence to the victims that were affected in this ravaging outbreak. So he sent a cash donation to the victims that were affected, and then his condolences and then his support or solidarity with them too. It's very devastating. If you look at where we came from, all the structures were bent. You can't even pick anything out. So it's like they have to start from somewhere. They have to build from somewhere. And you talk of people's livelihood and then their hard-earned money and then all their investments. So it's very clear that the fire really caused a lot of damage here, if you could see.
Well, first of all, I want to thank God for the life of Benjamin Azamati. I'm told that yesterday was his birthday, so more or less like a birthday package that is given to Kantamanto. We thank him for his sense of concern. Actually, a lot of donations, we have received a lot of donations, and this is another one that has come even to help us read the pressures, financial pressure, and economic pressure that our people are facing. So we appreciate it. We are grateful, so grateful. It will help us in a long way.
Other sporting personalities are also encouraged to show support for the victims. Work has already begun for the reconstruction of the destroyed shops.
Now, in less than a week, the Ghana League Club Association will elect its new leaders. Now, as part of the objectives for GHALCA, the Ghana League Club Association, they seek to pursue the welfare issues of league clubs in Ghana and also offer material, financial assistance and support when necessary. Also, the association seeks to promote an effective link between the league clubs and the Ghana Football Association and aid league clubs in their legal matters affecting football. They also look to ensure proper capacity building to facilitate efficient football administration for all league clubs in Ghana. Speaks volume of how critical they are as far as the football ecosystem is concerned. Now, there are some 18 Premier Divisions clubs, 48 Division 1 clubs, 691 Division 2 clubs, and 16 Women's Elite clubs, and 16 Division 1 Women clubs, making a total of 789 clubs in GHALCA's fold. That's how massive and significant they are as far as the football community is concerned. And the elections slated for 21st of January, next week Tuesday, we'll see the election of a new chairman for the association and some other portfolios. One of the individuals who's seeking to occupy the chairmanship position is Mr. Isaac Kumsin, a seasoned football administrator, a man who has spent so many years in Ghana football at various levels. And he joins me in studio to talk about what he intends to do for the association, for which reason he wants to be elected as chairman. Mr. Kumsin, thank you very much for making time on Prime Sports.
Thank you.
How's the campaign been so far?
So far, so good. Club owners and administrators are showing a lot of enthusiasm towards me, and I think it's good and it's genuine.
We've got less than a week to the elections. Even before we come to talk about what you intend to do for the association, from your interactions with them, what have you, unraveled to be the major challenge with GHALCA?
Yes, talking to them. Obviously, some of you might know the history of Ghana League Club Association to today. So the challenge has been that everybody you go and you talk to, they complain that GHALCA is dead. GHALCA is gone. The GHALCA is on its knees. So what are we coming to do? Why do we think we have to waste our time trying to talk about GHALCA issues? So their main worry is that the association is not playing the role enumerated just now for them, and for that reason, they don't see how we are going to revive all these things to make it, proper for them to benefit. And that is what we'll be assuring them, that the dark days are over. When they're able to vote for Isaac Wilberforce, things are going to change, because I've been in GHALCA as a vice chairman before, and I know that GHALCA lying down is a sleeping giant. And when you wake it up appropriately, the sky will be the limit. And that is what I've been telling them, especially in the time where our football seems to face some challenges, and then there are divisions here and there, and there's no cohesion. The only man that can do the job and bring prosperity and make football rise again is Isaac Wilberforce you are talking to. And I've designed some policies and styles I'm going to use in achieving all that.
And even before we get to that, you mentioned that you've served as vice chairman of the association before. I want us, for the benefit of our viewers, to also appreciate, beyond serving as vice chairman of the association, which other areas in the football community have you served? Because I know that you were once the administrator of the famous MTN Soccer Academy, right? You were one of the, and it's one of those initiatives that many Ghanaians who lived within those moments remember.
Surprisingly, when I'm writing my CV in football, I don't capture, but I'm happy I've met my guys who made the things behind the scene happen here, and they are bringing my attention to it. Yes, I was a manager of the first production of the MTN Sports Academy. If you remember Gideon Ba and co. They were my handwriting. But that aside, I've been a Gamba All Blacks, if you heard that thing before, Gamba All Blacks for my Swedro. I've also been a security head for Mediema before. I was operation director for Accra Great Olympics at point in time, and now permanently stuck to Aduana Football Club, courtesy of Sajafo Dr. Ajiman Bedu, the second, who is our life patron of the club. So, as I mentioned him, let me take opportunity to greet him. Nana Onkwaso Anadwei. So, when it comes to club level, I've done clubs at all various levels. When it comes to the high places I've served, since 2012, I've been the vice chairman of Safety and Security Committee of the FA until number 12 came up. During our time, club licensing and safety and security were one committee. So we were playing this club licensing role when it was first introduced to Ghana, into Ghana. Then going forward around 2016 going, it was separated from the safety and security bit, and then Dasobre, if you remember him, was made in charge of club licensing until number 12 came, and then new administration came, and they have changed everything, and now it is under Dr. Kwame Baniakun. Yeah. So these are roles I've played. And when you come to GHALCA as a vice chairman, I chair the presidential cup that brought in Enugu Rangers and TP Mazembe, Accra House of Folk, House of Folk won. And at the time, they haven't won a cup for a long time. And they were so proud to winning that competition. Remember Genesis that was played in secondary Takrade at Sipon. Yeah. Very memorable competition that everybody who was around that time remembers very well. I also chaired that competition that was played Genesis that Adriana, my team, eventually won the competition.
So you are very experienced as far as
I've been
the
in
association
the
is concerned.
trenches, and apart from that, I've played many roles as long as the welfare of the teams and the association is concerned. You remember years when Eastern Region, RFA, we had election, and because of litigation, they couldn't have their election. And for 2 years, they didn't have RFA chairman. Mr. If you know Masbis, Suhum Masbis, the owner, Mr. Budu, and then Mr. Otianta and A.A. Lawa were litigating about the election issues and all that. This issue went to court. It took Mr. Alhaji Raji to go to court and then, bring the case home for resettlement. And some of us were very strong in negotiating and trying to resolve the issues. We met several times.
You've been very experienced as far as the association is concerned.
Kind of things
let's come to the elections and what you intend to do for the clubs. 789 clubs, and you said lots of them are saying the association is dead. What is your plan to bring it back alive?
What I've been telling them is that first, when I get the opportunity, I should try and bring all the factions into one, one accord. We should all do football with one voice. So what I'm going to do is that if I get an opportunity, within 2 months, I must commission a committee of eminent people who have been in football with vast experience, grown up, who are respected, and when they speak, people listen. I'll bring about 5 or 7 of them together, and their simple job is to try and unite all the factions that came into football after the 2019 election that have crippled our football. Bring them together. Let everybody vent why he's angry. I guess your own sister station, the account station, just yesterday, one of the gurus, football, Big Shot, was on it and complaining how bitter he was about Ghana football and the FA, if you remember, Mr. Manfred Osei-Palmer. Such a colossal in football cannot be left to rot, or his dream can be killed that way. So all these things have issues with them. Let those eminent people bring all of them together. Let them cry, vent their anger, vent their, frustration. After, let them all come together. You understand? When this happened, at least FA can be pushed to also dissolve all its committees and then reshuffle, and then form the committees afresh, and then bring all different shades of ideas.
So unity is one of your core objectives.
Main core.
Beyond that,
because when that happens, our football will begin to pick up, and then GHALCA will be respected. And while that is going on, we as executives will be going around the country, or will be going around the club owners, and let them understand the tenets you just enumerated as being the functions of GHALCA, and it is they that have to support the executive to perform that function for them. We resolve issues. When they have problems, they tell us, and you have to take it up with the FA and resolve it. So it is better they empower us to resolve the issues than for them to go on Twitter and vent their frustration there, than to go on Facebook, or than to come to Joy and then spew all confusion. These things throw dust onto our product. And as GHALCA, I won't allow my members to go that tangent, because when you do that, you can't do that and go to a businessman or come to Joy Multimedia to come and partner you for your product. No, they don't want a dirty. They don't want to associate themselves with a dirty product. So by the time I'll be going to this club owners and then telling them all this, I'll be going there with the media. Okay. So after we have finished our closed door meeting, now we open the door with the media for them to interview them. When they interview them and they say good things about the new GHALCA, and you come and you are playing this on your television, obviously you are marketing the association and marketing our football. And we open doors for us to be partners, and at the same time call potential sponsors for the association. And that is what is going to do the trick for one. I also have insurance policy that I've talked about. You mentioned the figure 761, which I believe is 800 people. I have a group policy program designed by expert that I'm going to bring on board. I call that project my legacy project because when I'm able to implement this successfully, I believe after I'm lying in my grave, my name will be mentioned that it is Isaac Wilberforce time that insurance, what is called policy, came in.
Now, just before we wrap up, though, I want you to speak to this issue. I know Hearts and Kotoko, I mean, Ediana, and some of the other traditional clubs have a very strong say as far as GHALCA, you know, the success of GHALCA is concerned. What is your plan to get these clubs to be active and contribute, you know, significantly to help GHALCA come back to the level that, you know, it's...
Kotoko and Hearts and the traditional team are big stakeholders in football. And anytime those clubs stand on their feet, football get going. You remember those days I was talking about JY, Apia and Co. It is Hearts and Kotoko that made them big because when they stand on their feet and you say you are playing competition and they decide to be part of the competition, then GHALCA is going to go. That is why I have told you that when I get the opportunity, I'm going to House of Folk and let House of Folk know how important it is in football. And therefore, they should be up and doing and step up their game and take it their rightful place in football. I will do same to Kotoko, I will do same to Adriana, I will do same to Mediama, I will do same to the traditional teams, especially those which has even gone down. And when you get that confidence in them, anytime you call House of Folk, that
they'll be willing to support you.
Anytime you call them, they will be available at your service.
Now, just before we wrap up, you've got at least just about 40 to 50 seconds to use this medium to speak to the clubs out there, the delegates who will be voting come Tuesday. Your final message to them.
Yeah, thank you, fellow delegates. This is Isaac Wilberforce. I humbly plead with you that on the 21st January, when you get opportunity to vote on behalf of your club, when you get opportunity to express your view on behalf of your region, don't forget as the W Commission, because the association must stand on its feet. GHALCA must be independent. GHALCA must be able to, champion your desires and then the goals and aspirations of the association. If you want somebody who can do all these things for you, look no further than to vote for as the Commission. I've always said that the alternative is zero, and therefore continue to look at the Commission, and he will not disappoint you. He will not disappoint you and he will not disappoint you, and then do work for you to enjoy the association. All the things that need to come along with the association, we will promise that we will deliver. Remember, we have told you about the land project. We have told you about the capacity building. We have also told you about the gala night. All these projects and all constitutional review, all we have talked to you about. We mean business, and we will do business and make sure that within 2 years, you will be running and chasing GHALCA for competitions, and media will be chasing GHALCA to let them participate in our product, and GHALCA will work again.
Well, that's the message from Mr. Isaac Wilberforce, and you heard him. If you are very much enthused with the message he's put across, you know what to do on Tuesday come the election day. Well, Mr. Kumsin, thank you very much. We wish you the very best.
Same here.
And we'll be there at the elections to see how things fare on your behalf.
Thank you, and I pray that that hot afternoon, I'll be first to give you an interview for the success you helped out.
Well,
thank you.
That's all we have for you on Prime Sports tonight. God willing, tomorrow we will be interacting with some of the candidates in the GHALCA elections also, so do make time. My name is Razak Musbao, and it's been a pleasure serving you.